Hi, everybody.
Up.
Welcome to another episode of Royalty, of course, where I am recapping Survivor 46. I am the host here, Big D, aka Derek F. But I have a special guest who I've been waiting to come on this show, who's been very difficult to get scheduled to come onto this show because
Oh
he's
no.
always traveling and
With
living his
you.
best life. But I have Jam Jam, the winner of Survivor 44.
What? Oh my god, ages ago I won that thing. Oh my god, I cannot
What are
believe
you
people
talking
still
about? Wasn't it just
remember.
last year?
Yeah, it was last year, but it feels like forever. It feels like forever.
Oh, man, I hope that bank account don't. It feels like forever, you know.
Oh, you're gonna have to ask my accountant.
Not your accountant. Okay. Well, Jam Jam, thank you so much for joining. Listen, how are you doing? Tell the people how you're doing. What have you been up to since you won? What's going on?
So, it's a crazy experience. So anybody that have play a game, be on a show or anything, knows that it takes a little while to get back to the normal stuff. You never get back to normal, but that's okay. That's okay. It's still a lot of fun. Stuff that I've been doing other than having the business, the hair salon in Puerto Rico, in Condado. So you're ever in Puerto Rico, obviously come down, visit me. I'm always there. You can take a picture with me, do your nails, hair, whatever. But I also been traveling a lot for Survivor events. And, I'll travel a lot with you guys, Bryce and Wendell. And like you said on the other video on YouTube, underneath the little letters, it's Big D there. So, where we've been going. You have been there. So we've been having fun and just saying hi to the
Yes.
fans and kicking, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to add to that. It's like Bryson Wendell presents with a little small print of like Big D
Yeah.
and Jam Jam. Because I feel like
Oh.
we are the ones that are going to all
Thank
the
you.
events. So
I thought that was what you were going to say the first time. I'm happy you fixed it.
Not I fixed it. Listen. When you won, you know how like I remember when I first met you. I'm gonna tell everybody a
Did
quick
you?
story.
Did you? You remember
Yes. So I first met Jam Jam in Boston. His season, I think the season just aired, so he was on it. And I was talking to Jam Jam outside, and I said, "Why do I feel like you're gonna be an early boot?" And he laughed in my face. He laughed. He said, "Okay, we'll see."
Yeah.
And
It was
I was
actually-
like,
It was actually in Philly. We met in Philly for 43 episode.
but I didn't really like. We didn't really
Yeah.
talk. I feel like Boston we
Yeah.
talked.
Oh,
I feel
Boston,
like
we
Philly.
definitely talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, calm down now. Hold on now. Okay.
We danced, we had shots, we party. We kept
Okay.
the party. Yeah, it was fun.
Yes, but I will say in Philly, I felt like we just kind of, hey, how are you? So nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Can't wait to see how you're doing your season. I
Yeah.
feel like when Boston came around, your season was airing and it was still in the beginning phases. So when we had that conversation, I was like, and you laughed in my face, and I watching you the whole time, I could not believe that you were making it so far. But what is your takeaway from winning that season? What I know it's kind of like brings up old memories with watching this season. How do you feel?
The takeaway from living the story, watching this season, it's a mess. I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I love it. I mean, it cannot. I thought my cast was gonna be crazy because we had fun. We were over there having fun. We had a lot of crazy personalities. But watching this cast of 46, we were definitely very, very, very normal in our ways. But it's still fun to watch, on our confessionals and all the stuff. But being on the other side, I've become, I don't know if that's what you're going for what I'm going to say, but this is where I'm going. A lot of people are like, welcome to the family, this is going to be a blast, blah, blah, blah. But I become like the bitter aunt that tells everybody, take care of yourself, take it easy, exercise, take care of your job, your family, just be, just take care of yourself because it's fun. Is it? Amazing. But it's a long, long journey. So just take it day by day.
I love that you said that because I think that we all go through that. Like, in our first beginning stages when we first get done the game, it's like, all exciting and all this party, but then you come back down to reality and you're kind of like, I see you working out in the gym. You've been taking care of your health. You look good. You've lost weight since I've seen you. You've done really, really well.
Trying.
Yeah, no, keep up the good work. And I think also what you're saying, yes, I think a lot of these contestants and players, we don't think about the longevity sometimes. And, when we come back down to earth, we're like, we got to think about our family. We got to think about what's next, our health, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Now, to get into this season, of course, I know you're watching it because we're on tour together and whatnot, so we have to watch this damn season. But we get into Survivor 46 episode 8. This one was called Hide and Seek. Okay, let me first ask you before I get into this, what is your thoughts on this cast overall?
I mean, when I met them the first time, I was like, these people are so much fun. And they were like, it's going to be crazy. And I was like, I wonder what they mean. I was like, oh my God, you're not going to believe everything. It's going to be crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, is that just like everybody say when they come back from their game? Oh, you're going to love it. I mean, I did it. 45 did it. But 46, oh my God, it's crazy, messy.
It's so messy.
It's like everybody's pulling toward different directions. They know they have an alliance. They know they want to do it together, but they don't know how to get their shit together, going forward. They're like, I'm sorry, I'm jumping off this train, jumping into a bag, jumping into a bicycle, and then there's a boat, and then I'm gonna go on the boat too, and then I want the tricycle on top of the zip line. It's a mess.
Well, to talk about mess, let's start out the episode as it was. Q starts us off in this episode, which Q to V is making up for the loss of Banyu leaving. So I'm very happy with Q's performance. I'm gonna say that before this episode is over. Podcast is over. But Q is getting annoyed because of the fact that everyone's talking to Ben. Q is so competitive. You know that. We met him in Pittsburgh. I didn't know who. Oh my God, I didn't know he was that damn competitive. Yeah. Lord Jesus. But he's upset that everyone's talking to Ben. He wants to talk to Ben about business. You know how that is afterwards. Q wants to figure out who to bring into the 6. Do you think that's important after losing Tim to bring somebody into the 6 of the Lions?
I mean, no. Because you need to make amends. That's the number one priority. And he had that in mind. Was it the approach or I don't know the way he see himself. Well, you can see the way he saw himself in the game. You're like, everybody needs to come to me. Everybody needs to do it the way I say it. But that's not how Survivor works, because everybody has that same mentality. So you need to adapt and not sit in the corner and cry and Potter was like, oh, it's not going the way it's supposed to be going. No, if shit is not going the way it's supposed to be going in your head, you modify it and you go to those people and you readdress the conversation and modify it to something that benefits you, or just pull them aside.
I agree. I thought that was very interesting how he was like, we need to find someone for the 6. And this is where Q's now what do you call it? I guess ego or his competitive is now getting too big, because if you lose a member in your alliance, you don't add another member to your alliance. That is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life in competition shows. You do not add another member to your alliance. You keep pushing.
I think, push. And I think Charlie had the great insight into what this alliance actually meant. They were in paper, the idea, it's amazing, but he told Maria, this is the shadiest group out of everyone, and you want me to be part of it, I'll do it. But he knew he was not going to work out.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to work. Now Venus calls out Tevin to the group and explains that, she's the one who came up with the plan. Yeah. She's taking all this credit, and then it cuts to Tevin basically laughing about this because he's like, girl, I came up with this whole plan. I'm going to use it in the finale. I'm not even going to explain it now. I'll explain it later on. Do you think, now we kind of have a little bit of this, who got out Soda? Who did the plan? Yeah. Who got out Soda? Jam, if you're watching it, who got out Soda? Who came up with the plan?
Well, I do believe a little bit Tevin would be the one that maybe showed that he was willing to do it. So other people were like, wait, Tevin's saying yes. Let's take an advantage. Let's take it to our advantage. But, everybody had it in their mind and they were just waiting for somebody to put the name out there. But it was not even if it was like an amazing plan, I don't think it was even Tevin's. He didn't do well by showing Liz that he
I agree.
thought he was the mastermind, and then showing her, oh, look what Venus did, and I made Venus think she has a plan, because he's disregarding Liz as a competitor.
Yes.
But look, fast forward, what happened?
Yes. I agree. I agree because Liz at first thought Venus was cocky, and she was going along with Tevin. But then, it kind of cuts into like it clicks.
Yeah.
It clicks where she's like, Tevin doesn't see me as an equal. He thinks I'm just his follower.
Yeah.
Q talks about. I want to cut to this. Q talks about about his Q skirt. He says it's going to be the new. It's going to be the new fashion. Are you sold on this fashion? Is it giving runway? Is it giving Miranda Priestley, Devil Wears product? Is it going to be? Is Naomi Campbell wearing it on the runway? I need to see Q really sell this fashion. And if he's not selling these Q shirts at the New York finale, it's a wash. It's a wash.
Oh my God. He has to. The only thing first of all, the first thing he said, Q skirt, I heard skirt steak. I was like, what? They're gonna eat skirt steak? But that was just me and the language. But, and then I saw it, I was like, and then he's saying like men can wear with no under. I was like, nobody wanna be on an island, everything like rubbing together and your thighs and everything, and chefing and everything with a, no.
Yeah, he ain't got thighs like us, so he ain't.
Oh, that's right.
He ain't done with chafing and all that type of shit. He over there skinny as bones. I was just confused because he was like, yeah, you could just woof it up and woof it if you need to, and skirt. You want to carry that purse? You can have a cute skirt. I was like, what?
Oh.
Is it just the hoodie being long and you're just holding it like an apron, and now you're calling it a cute skirt?
He should call it the Q apron. That's what it needs to be called, not the Q skirt. Because the booty's out. There's no
okay.
way.
Oh, you know what? I will tell you this: the gays will buy it if Q's going to sell it correctly. I want to see Q with his butt out with this skirt on, and I bet you the gays will buy it. So Q, if you want your target audience, we're telling you now, the gays will buy it. But I don't know about anybody else. Okay.
And he's one of the finest person looking in the underwear this season. So yeah, I agree.
I do agree with that. Now Q, wants to play hide and seek. This whole episode, I feel like, is about Q. Q wants to play hide and seek. Okay. Now I will say this: we play hide and seek in my season when we got down to the 6 of us. It is too early to be playing some damn hide and seek. But he wants to say like, I'm making everyone play hide and seek because I said I'm playing hide and seek, and now we're gonna sit there and see what everyone's abilities are and competitiveness. How do you feel? Could you imagine? Would you play hide and seek on this island in Survivor?
I haven't played hide and seek in forever. We played bowling in our season. We did a little bowling alley, which was fun. But here's the thing: you're bored. It was probably an off day. I don't know the count days, but normally on Sundays we wouldn't do anything. So if anything is gonna have a little fun. The thing that it bothered me was like everybody's like doing the spin thing of like, oh, then that means you're a good player because you're well enough. I was like, bullshit. You know that was a producer asking them, what do you think it means? Who was first found and then who was then found? What do you think that means for the game? You know how they spin it. They were just having to have fun, wanting to have fun, and I would have done it. Yeah, I haven't done it forever. Okay,
so we're gonna play hide and seek in the New York finale.
Are we hiding together?
Yes, we can hide together. No one will find us. I'll tell you that. Don't get it twisted. We will be good at hiding, okay? But yes, it was just weird how you said the producers, but how they were all talking like Venus is a threat because of where she's hiding. Charlie's a threat because of who he's hiding. But Q did make a good point. He couldn't find Hunter. Hunter's the biggest threat you could think of because you couldn't find him. Hunter is up in the trees like Tarzan.
That's amazing.
At this point, Hunter... I need to make like a category of people that we need to understand they're constantly going to be like super threats. So like Hunter. Jonathan Young. It's something about these like competitors Jam. So it's something, Bryce. There's some about these competitors that are constantly like, they're all the same, okay? And I'm not just talking because they're white boys. It's just They all are the same.
It just happened. It just
This just happened to be white boys. So,
Aussie is up there, but he's Latino.
Yeah, Aussie's up there because we talked about him tonight, right? We talked about him tonight's episode. So Venus tells Tevin how she pulled off the plan. Liz, like you said, doesn't like the fact that Tevin doesn't see her as a competitor. So she's kind of like, I got to figure out how to get out Tevin. Okay, Q. Okay, hold on.
Then the big thing that happened was like Tiffany and Q, but I don't know.
Yes. No, I'm definitely going into that. Q wants to go after Tiffany after him realizing that her and him are not on the same page because Tiffany named Ben, Charlie, and Maria that she wants to go after. And Charlie and Maria are part of his Six Alliance, which I would have not which really blew my mind, which made me very frustrating because if somebody who I was working with said that, I would have said, we could go after, how about we do like Ben or Charlie? Because Charlie just got added to this alliance. So I wouldn't really care about him or Ben that much. What did you think about that? Did you think that he was... I thought that was the most dumbest thing I ever heard. I'm sorry. I love Q, but that was dumb.
I mean, we love Q as a person. He's amazing. Strategic-wise, I'm sorry, Q, if you're listening. I hope you are, because it was not good at all.
No, I hope you're listening.
I hope you are. But here's the thing. If he feels like he's a student of the game, he knows the good players, he knows the good characters, he recognizes the challenges when he talks in the episodes, but something missing about him understanding that people that get far versus successful are very flexible with their strategy. It's very rare that they lock down, maybe like 45 did, that they lock down their 5 rebound, they got to the end, or 4 rebound, I don't remember. But for the most part, you have to be flexible, especially in big numbers. You need your 1, your 2, like your tight 3, the 3 together, your trio, and then everybody else is just a freaking number. So it was really off-putting to watch how he got mad at Tiffany, which was his number 1 from the beginning.
Yeah, that was weird. A powerful
player, like with an idol, and you were one of the only 2 people that knew she had an idol, and then you flip because she says she's going for somebody else. He should have the big communication and understanding with her, and like tell her, girl, I don't like that you're going to the 6 people, blah, blah, blah. Just see, if you have that amount of confidence, he should have been way more flexible, and it wasn't
way more flexible.
He spilled the beans because somebody else, like Maria, recognized it right away. She was like, oh, he's a very loyal player, he's value loyalty, so I'm gonna be loyal to him, so he is loyal to me. She recognized that, but she also understands she has to work with other people. So it's like it was very weird. I did not see him betraying Tiffany because she said Ben, or Bishop said Charlie and Maria. I didn't see a reason.
I wasn't expecting that either. I think another weird part, and like I said, we all know, we love all these players as people. We're just talking obviously about their strategy and what they're doing. I met Q in person. I can't lie. He's very fucking competitive. Like, it's very like, okay, calm down. But other than that, I do agree with what you're saying. Like, it was just a dumb strategy move. It's a Survivor Classic. I can't remember the name of it. Welcome to the Royalty Podcast, because I don't know the Survivor game. What was it? Dance the pole, strip the pole, climb the pole, dance on the pole, Turkish split on the pole. What was it called?
I don't know the name either, but it's like something whole.
It's a Survivor Classic. It's called you hop on the pole and you use your little toes. Hop on the pole and use your little toes. That's what it's called, okay?
It's like hold the stick.
Yes, hold the stick, hop on the stick with your little toes and grip on, okay? Hop on the stick. Okay.
I think it's a grip something, but I don't know.
Oh, no. If you find it out, we're still going to call it hop on the pole with your little toes, okay? So Jeff starts it out and lets them know,
Get a grip.
That's boring. Hop on the pole with your toes. Forget that. I don't like that. We're changing it over here, okay? Hop on the pole with your toes. So listen, Jeff says...
this should be a song. You should need to call Bryce and make it a song. Hold on the pole, go on the pole.
Hop on the pole with your toes. I said, hop on your
Yeah.
pole and grip your
We're
toes.
going-
I said, hop on your poles and flex your toes. I said,
With
hop
your
on your
sweetie
poles.
toes. With your sweetie toes.
Not with your 20 toes. With your pinky toe. You could use your pinky toe and hop on the pole with your pinky toe. It would have been great,
Bite
right?
the pole. If you have to bite it, bite it.
Bite the pole and with your toes. Whatever you need, just hold on the pole. Come on, pole. Get on the pole. I'm telling you, it would have been a
Oh,
wrap.
I love it. Oh my god, I love it. Before they saw the pole, and now something else happens before the pole, which is
The
rice
rice. Yes. So wait, Jeff comes out with a whole bag of rice. This whole bag of rice. He lets them know this rice will survive you to the end of this season. Which I'm pretty surprised because that doesn't look like enough rice for all those people. You think so?
Yeah, because you do like a little cup. You don't need to eat that much. Yeah, it's not like Big Brother house that you're hungry and your hunger is just hungry. I don't know how that, but that's what it looks like. You guys are always eating. But Miss Felicia with this drumstick on her robe. Hello. But here's the thing: in Survivor,
Could you imagine Miss Felicia on Survivor?
Nah. I mean, she would be in a blast, but I don't. Nah, she was eating all the time.
I would do it. I would love to be that skinny. I got really skinny off of slop. I need to go back on slop. Now listen, y'all think y'all eat nasty shit? Slop is the most disgusting thing you could ever think of. Okay, I need to make it for you so you can try it.
I have to try, but girl, go to Survivor, and then they tell you if you want a slop, you'll eat the slop.
That is true. So Jeff lets them know, hey, I need 4 people to sit out if you want to earn this rice, okay? Now, would you sit out in this challenge to get that rice?
Hell no. I remember when we had to do it in our season.
Jam,
44.
look at the pole. Let's be, Jam, now be honest. You gripping the pole with your toes?
Here's the thing. There's a reason why I won. You need to understand I'm like super competitive. So...
I get it. Me too, girl. I was almost there.
Fuck you. No. I'm saying, yeah, that was fucking amazing. So here's the thing. I said to myself, I'm never going to sit out in a challenge. I'm never going to do it. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm not going to sit out. I want to play Survivor. It's my long life dream to be here. I'm going to experience the whole thing. Me and Carolyn were the only 2 people to play in every single challenge in our season. So... we were like, we're gonna do it, and Caroline was like always the first one or second out. I wasn't always to the end. I would get like 3rd place most of the times. But when we had that rice negotiation, I remember we tried to bring it up 3 times, and Jeff brought it to us like further into the game, way later than the other seasons. And I remember when we read it on the mail, it said that there was gonna be a race negotiation, and everybody was like, "What you gonna do?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "I'm not sitting out. I'm not hungry. Because I was eating anything I would find: nuts, coconut, green papaya. I was eating hermit crabs, snails from the shore, like when the water went down. There were people that were not eating anything, just coconut if we found it, and if not, they didn't eat. I was good. I was like, good. I don't want people to eat. I want people to be hungry, because I'm not hungry. I'm eating. I would eat anything. It was not a lot, but I was eating. Heidi and I were always eating the snails. I know Carly was always like picking at stuff, but the other people were not eating, and they were so hungry.
Damn.
Yeah, so we figured it out. Last season, Jeff stabs the
I know.
bag.
I was waiting for him to stab the rice bag this time. I was like, he's going to stab it, and he's going to say, I need 4 people and give it to me now. That's what I thought he was going to do. Because Jeff be turning into Jigsaw. He'd be like, you want to play a game? That's what coming out. I'm waiting for literally. I need someone to make a meme of Jeff on a bicycle, because he is Jigsaw. But Jeff's like, I need 4 people. Only Q and Liz are the only 2 that decide they would do it. Nobody else wants to do it, but everybody else wants to talk about how about you do it, you do it, you do it.
I was proud. Nobody sat down. Yeah, no, fuck the rice. Play the game.
Yeah, fuck the rice, I guess. So they say play the game. So now Jeff's like, take all y'all asses up there and climb the pole with your toes, okay? And the first person that drops is Q. Q drops less than 20 seconds, as I heard. Then Liz, then Mackenzie, then Ben, then Tiffany. Now, before we even start, Venus does... Yes, and Maria. Now Venus does say something important before the challenge starts.
Yeah.
Venus is definitely an aggressive player, and I love it. She is very like, I'm telling you now, I'm coming for you, all of y'all. She's like, I'm gonna win this. I know I can win this. This is something I can win. I was kind of like, girl, I would not be saying that, but she did.
I can see it because if you see the people that win that challenge, they look like her. Because you need to be light.
That is true.
And have a good grip, have small hands.
Besides, what's his name? We just talked about Ozzy. Thank you. Besides Ozzy,
yeah, but Ozzy is a fucking superhuman.
That is true. He does have superpowers.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? He has superpowers.
Oh, sorry. I mean, he has superpowers. I mean, listen. Okay, I know the girls being.
What girls?
Anyway, so Tevin's also talking about how he's going to long laster than Ozzy, which I was like, okay, are you sure? Like, okay. But Tevin's just a jokester. I had to remember that Tevin's a jokester. Also, can I also point this out? I'm going to say this right here while everybody's here. I don't know what it is this season, but these my brothers and sisters, okay, my black people are talking out their asses like it reminds me of the Cookout. They are breaking character, and Jeff is just don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah.
They just be talking and saying whatever, breaking production rules, doing everything. I know they're like, what is going on? They literally, I have to say, they do remind me of the Cookout members. I have to say that. Just
it's
unhinged.
Fun to watch. Yeah,
it is fun to watch, but it's like unhinged. Charlie also says while he's up on the pole, because I'm just so over it, I cannot take the plug anymore. Charlie's asked Jeff, yes, about that damn Taylor Swift. I want to make an announcement. When Charlie gets off this season, or when he's done, or whatever, please make sure this man goes to Taylor Swift's concert that she's having, I think, in Florida or Miami or something like that. He better be there with bells and whistles on, okay?
You better get an invitation and a call out, like a shout out from her.
I know, because she's plugging her more than anybody I've ever seen on a competition show. So then it comes down to, if I'm correct, Charlie, Venus, and Hunter, okay? Yeah. Charlie is like, I guess he decides to slide down the pole, because I guess he was getting $1 and thought that Jeff was going to throw some dollar bills at him and tried to tease him and said, how about if I do, you know what, you'll give us that rice. What did he say exactly? I don't even know.
I think he was like saying to Jeff, if I get off, you give us fries. Like, let's just get it over because I can stand here forever. But Jeff was like, not happening.
No, that's not a lap dance he want to pay for. Absolutely not. That is not, no.
I know some Survivor fans would have paid for that lap dance.
Oh, interesting. I wouldn't. Okay. Anyway, but I also forgot to say Venus did drop before Charlie, and Hunter wins. Hunter wins, but then Hunter does some like backbend gymnastics.
Damn.
He's like parkour. He reminds me of the videos when you see all the white boys like parkour. Like he's like, yeah, brother, yeah, we're gonna fucking back up, yeah, like doing dumb shit. He's like, let's light our hair on fire. You wanna light your hair on fire? Let's do it. Like he reminds me of that a little bit. It's
I wish he had. If he had that amount of energy, we would see more of him on the show. He's like cute and strong and resourceful, but I don't see a lot of air time. I don't think he's.
My friends love him though. Yeah, they don't get a lot of air time. Here we go. So,
but then he was like, he did that thing that like the dance pole dancers do. Like they put their feet like that, and then they like.
Baby, he was giving
back, and I was like,
ooh. Baby, he was giving us. I'm telling you, I watched a show called
Cirque du Soleil. Was that shit?
No, I watched this show called P Valley. Shout out to anybody that watches P Valley in the chat. Okay, when y'all watch this. But P Valley, let me tell you something. He was giving me a back bend. He could have just like slid down. See, that's why it's called grab the pole, griff your toes. Because it is a stripper challenge, okay? He was giving us back bend. I just need somebody to put some music to it just for him just... laying back, okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now,
It
I
was
also want to
beautiful.
point out there was another part, Jam, that Jeff says to Q that he had the quickest time ever off the pole in the history.
Oh my
And then
god.
Mackenzie asks Jeff, this is what I'm saying with this cast, they're
I
unhinged. They
know.
literally remind me of BB-23. Then Mackenzie asked Jeff, how long did it
Cute.
last?
Oh my god.
How long would you last, Jeff?
I was like,
And Jeff
way
said,
more than cute.
more than 20 seconds. Jeff
Oh
is
my
coming for the
god.
girls. He's
Oh my
reading the
god.
girls. He's
Oh
reading the
my god.
girls.
Oh
He's
my
tired
god.
of it. He's like 46 seasons. I'm tired of it. I'm just trying to get to 50 so we can be done. I'm done. This is
He,
tiring.
he did say he was gonna be snappier this season, so I'm happy to see it. Well, at least I'm happy they air it because some of the stuff we would see on conversations we had with him were like spicy. But I'm happy they're showing it.
Me too. We get back to camp. Q's
I
pissed
have
because he
something in
couldn't.
my eye.
You're fine. You look great. You look great. You're fine. Q is pissed because they could have got rice. He's like, that was so worthless. He's like, we dropped so fast. The four of us could have sat out and got rice. Q. Q is very hurt when he doesn't get things his way. Liz is like, I want to play a big game. She tells Maria and Ben and Charlie that I want to play a big game and I want to blindside Tevin. And she also tells Venus. Venus is like, yes, baby, because whatever plan you're about to do, I'm taking credit of it. I'm taking credit of it, girl, okay? Q tells Hunter, because keep in mind, they're all telling each other what they want to do. Q, goes on, this rampage. He's like, I got to try to figure out, this is not my plan. I'm not leading this plan. If this plan is not my plan, we're not going to do it because this is my plan. I don't know what y'all
Oh
think
my
this is because
God.
it's my
Oh my God.
plan. And what I say goes.
That's fucking. He gets so mad. Oh my
So
god.
mad. So mad. I'm like this, baby. I played a whole season where I didn't have my plans were little. Everybody else made the big plans, and I just took credit for them and rode the train. I said, I
Okay,
did that.
Venus.
I did that. Yes, I was the Venus. I did that. You can't say I didn't do that because I did that. Who cares? Let somebody else make the plan and take the credit. But anyway, Q tells Hunter. Hunter, for the first time ever, I love seeing Hunter so stressed because he's
Yeah.
he's talking, he's stressed, he's getting up, and Hunter's doing the famous Karen stance. Where's your manager? I need to talk to your manager. Where's your
Who was
manager?
that? Yes.
Yes, that was Hunter. He got up and he looking around. He like, I can't talk to you. I need the manager. I need the manager now. I need to write a letter to your manager because this is unprofessional. He's pissed about Tevin being the target because now Tevin's the target. The goal was for Tiffany to be the target, which we knew that in the beginning, and Q was upset. He told his alliance he wants Tiffany. They were like, cool. And then Liz kind of switched the whole boat and
Good
now
for
made
Liz.
it Tevin.
Yeah.
Good for Liz. How do you feel about Hunter? How do you feel about Hunter on his rampage as a Karen?
I'm happy they caught it. You know how many times? That's what you have to do. If shit is not going the way you know it's gonna go, you go directly to who said who. Okay, let me go and see why. Because you want to have all the information you want in yourself. But I don't think that damaged Hunter that much. He was trying to save his ally. As long as people know that see him as he's not gonna win, let him go and talk to whoever he wants to talk to.
I agree
mean,
too.
I think the problem was when Venus did it. I don't think she did
Yeah.
it the right way.
Yeah, you saw. Also, let me tell you something. Listen, luckily I'm watching Venus through the TV because I would tell you now, if me and Venus were in the same house,
Yeah.
it would never work. I would be clocking her because the way that she came over and she's like, "Let's wrap this up. We know who we're voting for. I don't know what you guys are talking. You can't tell me not to be here." She's like, that wouldn't work for me in the game, but watching it on TV, I'm like this. Go off, girl. Go off, queen. I mean, go ahead, play it. So now we're at Tribal Night 16. Okay.
girl.
What was
Oh,
happening
girl.
to you on Night 16, Jam? Do you remember?
That was the night we got Rise, actually, day 16. And we were voting Kane out. We voted Kane out. That sat out for Rice. And Kane thought I was playing with him. At that point, still, Carson and I were faking that we were working with the Orange Tribe when we were like jumping back and forth. So we were chilling. We were like, people think this is gonna go this way, and we just blindsided them the last vote, and we're gonna do it again. But let's see. I hope it doesn't backfire. So what was going through my head was like, I need to plant those seeds that people know that if this goes down, was my only choice. Please respect it. And that's what I was doing, taking care of business.
You were very good with planning. You were very good at planting seeds throughout your tribal councils. I think it was very good for you to go to tribal as many a times as you did, because it really did help your resume.
I was the person in my season that was endangered the most, the person that went to most tribal, and then I was always on the losing groups when it was in groups.
Yeah. So, okay. So it seems like, Jeff is asked the question about the rice. He starts with Q, because Q is the Nene Leakes of this franchise. He is Tiffany Pollard. He is Nene Leakes. He is the star of the show. I am sorry, guys. I'm going to tell you that now. Unfortunately, he is the star of the cast. I've never seen somebody.
Left. Yeah.
Yes.
He took that energy. He took the Banu energy.
Correct. So he goes into talking about
quitting.
What the hell is that? Is that a truck coming through your house?
Oh, it's a motorcycle. I live in next. I don't know where you live, but I live in. Let me close the door.
No, it's fine. It's just it'll go away. It's fine.
Oh, I'm happy I'm wearing pants.
I don't think you were wearing pants, but I'm going to cut it up a little bit, girl. But
so say it again.
All I was saying, I don't know, I might have to keep that part in there. Let me say this. But Q, Jeff talked about the rice. He tells Q, like, what happened with the rice. Q was like, I volunteered to go out. I don't know why everybody else didn't go out. Q was playing his same on, like, woe is me, okay? Then he has the same question to Charlie. Charlie's talking about it too, okay? So then, I don't know how this happened, because I was so focused on just like Jeff asking about the rice. Q goes into, you know what? Send me home.
Oh my
Q
God.
goes into this send me home bullshit.
Oh
now,
God.
let me tell you something about this send me home type of thing. Now, it is a strategy, right? I have used the, because I used this when I was in the Big Brother house. I used to say, listen, guys, and Tiffany would tell you, everybody would tell you, I don't want to go out first. I just want to make it to jury so I can get my paychecks each week, okay? Like, I'm okay with making it to jury. Then I get to jury, and then I go, listen, I have to make it to the 6. When we get to the 6, I could be the first one out. Like, it's okay, guys. Like, you guys can vote me out at the 6. Then we get to the 6, I go, I have to make it to top 3 at this point. Like, you guys need me. You could beat me at top 3. So it's a part of a strategy.
Yeah.
It's called the, like, woe is me strategy. And it messes with your head because you're like, what are you doing? And look what happened. It went
I don't
into...
think. Yeah. I
They
don't think
look
that's what
like
Q was
people...
doing.
Baby, they look like an apocalypse just happened and everyone's running for their life, or they look like a Black Friday sale and everyone's running around like, what do we do? Shaking people like, what do we do? What happens? What should we do? Who should we get home? Who should we vote out? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know what's going to do. We're not sending Q homes. Q's like just sitting there like this. Q looked like an evil mastermind. He looked like, the scene of Mean Girls where Regina George, and then she comes to the top of the stairs and everyone's fighting each other because she showed everyone the burn book. He's just sitting there like this. They're all like, we're not voting you out, Q. He's like, vote me out. Vote me out. Look, vote me out. He was... I could not believe the chaos that he caused at this tribal.
I don't think it's the way you say it. It's lovely to hear like your point of view. But the way I saw it, it was like when I would go to my neighbor's house and we would play video games and I would start beating them, he would disconnect the video game. So I didn't. That's what it felt like to me.
It did feel like a tantrum. It did feel like a sore loser. I do agree with that part. But
I have no control I have no control of the game, and this is the only way I know how to play, and this is the only way I know how to do stuff. So since I don't have any control of the game, kick me out, and I'm gonna save somebody that I want to save. Bullshit. I did not respect that at all.
I didn't respect it either. I thought it was very, listen, it definitely gave sore loser, but because he stayed, my delusional ass, I'm gonna be honest, as a player, bitch, iconic. Iconic, 10's
Yeah,
off
it
the
was.
board. He caused chaos and still stayed.
That's a
What?
mess.
If he
Because what
stays
happens,
past next tribal, I don't know what to say because that
I
is
think he figured out that he fucked it up by saying to Charlie and Maria that Tiffany, his number one, had an idol. And when he goes back, he has to like take care of that. Like Tiffany and Kenzie are not gonna work with him. So
no.
I don't know what
That's
he's going to do.
yeah. But I will tell you this: if which was really dumb for him to do, and I love that Tiffany's going to get his ass because
Yeah.
Tiffany. This is the one thing I love when you have somebody in the game that you really do trust. You don't care about your filter anymore because we all have a filter when we're playing this game. Anybody in the cookout, I didn't have no filter with. If I had to
Yeah.
curse them the hell out, I cursed them the hell out. Vice
Yeah.
versa, they cursed me out.
That's how it
it's
should
just
be.
what it is.
With
So
your
when
number
Tiffany
ones,
goes
you can
back,
say
she's
whatever.
about to show you what she couldn't show you that first week when she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, they saw me like that, and I didn't mean to freak out." Q was about to get his ass
Oh my
handed
God.
to him, okay, and he
It's
deserves
gonna be
it.
lovely to see. I want to see
It is.
Oh
He
my
needs
God.
it. He needs it.
I'm gonna take my Jess Sean cup and go like, ooh.
Not the tea is hot. The tea is hot on the Royal Tea tonight. So yes, I do agree. That episode is gonna be crazy. And the sad part is I don't think I'm gonna be able to recap it because I'm in Chicago next week, guys.
But
Yes,
you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it right away. You can do it. The
I
next
do. I try to
day.
commit to the listen. So we call our people that love the Royal Tea. They're called the Royal Court. So the Royal Court.
Okay.
I'm very loyal to making sure the Royal Court gets their episodes
Right
Thursday afternoon, evening. So we'll see if I can film it Thursday. I'll do it in the morning and get it done. But I got to find out who the next guest is. But who do you think I should get for the next guest, Jam Jam? I would like a woman next guest. The next guest.
Woman.
Yeah, give me somebody.
A real woman.
A real woman.
Ooh,
Yes.
this is gonna be good. You should have texted me this before so I look really smart and say right away.
No, this is why I love this because it's right on site.
Who is amazing and have like really good insight. Here's the thing with me and 44. When everybody asks me about an amazing name, I always say Jamie, which is the number 6 of my
Yes,
season.
Jamie is on my list of people, but not for next week. I want to use Jamie
because
a
she's
little
like
bit closer.
a super huge fan of the show
I
and she
know,
knows
I know.
everything. And she's super lovely and I love her. But like from the new era or people like I have no idea. I have no idea. I like women. I like Mama J a lot, but I don't know if that's your thing.
All right, you know what? Maybe
Mama-
let me see if I can
Mama
find
J.
Mama J on Instagram.
Mama J,
okay,
yeah.
If you have her number or whatever, let her know. We'll talk afterwards. But to kind of go over this, after the whole chaos, no one knows who to vote. But Tevin also points out like, hey, Q wants to give up. I'm not babying him. He can go. Like, he's trying to talk to people to figure out where the vote numbers are going. And he's like, we need to get Q out of here. Now, Charlie also does tell Tiffany about, like you said, him. She was like, how did you know about my idol? And he's like, Q told us. And
Amazing.
that was hard to watch. And then she's like, yo, Kenzie, like, let me tell you some Kenzie and Tiffany don't play. Yo, Kenzie,
Yeah.
we might have to jump this player, okay?
Yeah.
But it's very crazy to see. But they end up getting rid of Tevin. What is your thoughts? How do you feel about that?
Here's the thing. Am I still here?
Yes,
Can I hear
you're
you?
good.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yes, you're good.
The first thing that comes to my mind, and this is just me being POC, it's like, what the fuck? It's like Tim,
know.
Soda, Tevin. Like
know.
we're celebrating that 5 black players got to the end, first time ever in history of Survivor, and then the first 3 boots of those 5 are like black. I was like, what? I mean, but once you're there, you cannot say what it has anything to do with the race thing, but that was the first reaction I had, of course. Tevin being amazing, outspoken, such a big energy, carrying a lot of the fun stories of the game, the storylines, having great interactions. But if I was there, I mean, I would probably take him out too, because I don't want to say it's because of me, because there may be a lot of stuff, but you need to remember that the last season they saw when they went to play was 44. So the last episode they saw was when I won. So if you follow the way they're playing a little bit, it's like they're taking big, funny personalities out because they just saw me won.
Yeah, that is true. Wow, I keep
So
forgetting because of how they're watching it. They're not seeing the current, like, I think they're not seeing the two previous seasons because of when they film. So you are right about that. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy to think about. Yeah, wow. Okay.
So Tevin was part of taking out Soda because she talk like Jam Jam, like he said it on the episode, and then still people see that also in him as having a good relationship with everybody, and just taking out those people that are threats. Because in the new era, it's you're not going after physical players. Physical players are not winning in the new era. Maybe this season, I mean, Dee was a little physical, but I think she was way more social than physical. But they need to go out of those social players that are like, being in every plan without being too loud about it. And I think finally they're paying attention to it. So it was a good thing to take him out. I feel fat as a fat. I don't know. I feel fat.
Not you feel fat.
Oh, girl, it's me mixing words. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad for Tevin, and I feel bad as a viewer, but as a player, I think it was the right choice at that moment. Better than taking out Tiff, because Tevin, I think, they had too many numbers, and they could have gotten to the end. Yeah. Tiffany, I think, still coming from Janu and like only 3 players, they're still not as big as a threat, especially if Q is that messy. Like they know they can kick him out.
True. Yeah. No. I mean, Q either just set up his game to know he's messy, he's not going to win, and they're going to keep him as long as they want to feel like that. But if he wants to play this, I have to say this. I do feel bad that Tevin's gone because Tevin was like a green screen, person. When you have entertainers in the game, when you start taking out the entertainers, I get a little worried because the show can get a little bit dry, But, of course, as a viewer, hate to see it. As a competitor, absolutely. That's the same reason why he took out Soda, because he felt like him and Soda were playing the same type of game. So I get that. But, hey, I'm excited to see what happens next week.
I'm so excited. I didn't see the commercials for the next episode, so
I did. Idea.
Oh, my phone. I was watching on my phone as I was setting the camera up. I didn't. Yes. I don't know what's going on.
Well, Tiffany definitely. There's a blur over her mouth because she curses at Q. Okay, she's like, I was like, oh, okay. Yes, turn up. I like this. Let's turn this into Love and Hip Hop. I'll really enjoy it then. But I will say, I'm just excited for this season. I will say, I thought I was a little nervous because I felt like some of the episodes before were a little bit boring. But now I feel like they have turned it up. And now I can see why, which I know Jeff says it all the time, but I can see why Jeff said this is one of the best seasons, in a while that he feels like he loved. But I can see why, because they're just unhinged. I'm like, I know production's like, this is like crazy. I don't even know what to even do. So
it is good to see that they are not as cohesive, which makes a lot of fun to watch.
Okay.
As a player, I would have killed them. I would have been like, what the fuck's going on?
I know. So who do you see now that you kind of like, who do you see as a front runner now?
I think anybody on the Purple Tribe has a good chance because of the amount of players there, because that's what we did at Tika. So I think Kenzie probably has the best chance because she's not ruffling too many feathers. Like, people are just like, nobody has said, oh my God, Kenzie needs to go.
I think Kenzie's in a good spot now because in the beginning, I feel like she could have been a threat based on what Banyu said, could have really messed up her game. Who else do you see? Just that tribe?
I like Maria a lot. I think she's super powerful. So I think any of the two of them are like a fun people to root for. Those the two I'm rooting. I was rooting for Soda too, and was so sad she left last week. So those are my.
And I said this. I love Soda. I do love Soda. I loved her in the beginning. She was just killing me towards the end because I couldn't hear the episode with her yelling. So I was just like, okay, she got to go.
But
Okay.
I remember like very early on, I would tell like, I'm happy that Soda is representing for us big girls because
Yes,
she
she
was
is. So
super
I'm all about
physical.
it.
She was
Yes.
doing all the things like the diving parts of the challenges, the carrying part
Yes.
of the challenge. She was doing the puzzles. She was
Yes.
rocking it. Like normally somebody that looks like her would not be as future in the challenges, and she was amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so Jam Jam, what is up for you next? Where is your next time people can see you? Also, I want to say this: Jam Jam's cameos are amazing. I thought I had good cameos, but Jam Jam cameos are amazing. And let me tell you something: he will make sure you get your cameo, and no matter what, okay, it don't matter if it's in the middle of the street or anything. He will stop traffic, make you pull out a ring light, and he will make sure.
Well, you were there, and I thank you for the help. You're amazing, obviously. Hanging out with D is so much fun. He's so caring. He's so much fun. Um, but yeah, cameos are a thing. I have to sometimes like sneak out of whatever I'm doing to do them because these people's birthdays on the line.
I know it means a big deal. Now, listen, do you still have your smiley face on your phone?
I still have my smiley face on my
Let me
phone.
see it. Let me see it.
Do you?
No,
You
I wish I
know?
never took it off. I wish I never took it off because it's such a bonding moment. But okay,
Yes.
so when's the next time I will see you? Then are you going? You're just going to the New York one, I'm guessing. Any other things coming? Up?
I'm officially at the Philly Flyer, so I'm gonna be at Philly.
Oh, that's right. You are going to be in Philly. Okay, all right. I'm excited.
That's your hometown, baby.
That's my hometown.
You
Unfortunately,
better show me around.
Ain't nothing to show you. I'm trying to get out of here.
No,
I hate
so
it here.
I'll be in Philly, and I don't know what
Okay.
I'm gonna do for the finale yet. Yeah, I wanted to
I
go
get
to
it. It's a lot.
Chicago or Boston, but it's like in the middle of other stuff, and it's too
Yeah.
much.
Well, Chicago. It's my first time going to Chicago, so I'm excited. I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I go to Chicago. I'm a freshly new black bear there. No one to see
Ooh.
me. I'm there for 5 days, and I meet the man of my dreams. And
Oh
then
my
it's
God.
like I'm like happy ever after. Okay,
That's
what
amazing.
I'm hoping for.
New Meat. You need to change your name on whatever you put your name at to New Meat in Chicago.
Not new meat. I'm dead. Okay. Well, Jam Jam, where can everyone follow you? I know that you have your salon. You're doing hairs, nails, talking your shit in your salon. Where can people follow you? Of course, I love having you here. I want to have you again in the future for sure.
Anytime you want, yeah.
Yes, I wish that you weren't married because you would have been the perfect husband for me to spend his money. So, where?
That was actually our first interaction. You said something along those lines. I met you outside the Philly bar, and I came out, and you're like having a little ciggy, and I go to you. I was like, "You are
Not a
Big D,"
Not a
and you're like,
ciggy.
"You're a cigarette. You don't smoke anymore, so good for you."
Yeah, thank you.
But
Thank you.
I don't smoke ever, so it's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta get these lungs together. I'm trying to get on the. I'm trying to do another show so I can hit a bitch.
Ooh, and I know you're gonna do it. I'm gonna be
Oh.
your number one fan. And
Thank you.
So
I know you are. Thank you, Jam Jam. You're amazing.
I step out and you say like, oh, I was like, I'm on the next Survivor, and you're like, really? Are you married? Are you single? I was like, no, I'm married. I was like, why are the all cute guys always married or always not single? And I was like getting on the cab, and that was it. That was our first interaction, but you don't remember it.
I was probably drunk because we were in Philly. I was drunk.
Yeah. I was so
Bo-
excited to meet you, but I was drunk too.
Yes, thank you. I think we both we're always drunk. I feel like the only time I'm not drunk is maybe the New York one because I usually go up and come back. Now for the finale, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna stay overnight for the finale, but I'm just excited. But Jam Jam, thank you so much for coming. Please tell everybody where they can follow you at. Like, are you doing any podcasts? Are you want to shout out anything?
Well,
Any
we cannot do
clothing brands?
we can't have podcasts until after some time, but you can follow me on Instagram at YAMILPR, which is my real name, Yamil, PR for Puerto Rico. And you can follow me on Twitter. It's YAMP. It's the same thing, but it's at the beginning. And on my website, jamjampr.com, where you can get a lot of shit.
We can get merged. Okay, good. Okay, I love that. Okay. Well, Jam Jam, I will put all your stuff in our bio. But Jam Jam, thank you so much for joining us, giving us the intake of being a winner. Congratulations on winning your season once again.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait to see you. And guys, please remember, you can listen to this on Spotify, Apple, and I always suggest, because I know I always look good and my guest always looks good, to watch us on YouTube, of course. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.